Crunch Time. My name is Jack Bogdan.
My name is Alex Grenling.
And this is our review of Dead Space 2.
Attention. Station-wide emergency is in effect. All citizens are ordered to evacuate. Move immediately to the nearest evac point. Attention. A station-wide emergency is in effect.
This is bigger than you, and bigger than the lives of everyone on this station.
So that was the trailer for Dead Space 2. Here is some footage from Dead Space 2. Alex Grenling.
Jack Bogdan.
And his name was Isaac Clarke. Isaac Clarke,
Yes.
silent, strong protagonist. Akin to Gordon Freeman and Master Chief and many that have come before him in Dead Space 1. In Dead Space 2, he's a little more mouthy. He likes to respond to folks.
He's sassy. He's a sassy Isaac. So yeah, that is one of the big improvements over the first Dead Space. Is that Isaac talks back to people. He's not like a jerk.
He's not really. I mean, they didn't. When they were doing the pitch meeting for Dead Space 2, the first slide was not 100% more sass. That was not. That was not what was on.
Look,
the first
guys,
slide.
here's the big pitch. Sassy Isaac. So yeah, in the first game, you always felt a little helpless in that people would be like, Isaac, we need you to fix this. And he would do like a face palm and then go and do it. And so now it's nice because they'll say, why don't we do this? And he's like, oh, but I have a counter offer. So why don't we do this? And
just like that.
yeah, just like that. He has a weird accent that fluctuates between Italian and American. So that's cool. It's cool that he has a voice now, and it involves you more, and it makes Isaac's character much more relatable.
Well, he has real people to talk to now, not just voices in his head, or not just people through an intercom. They're actual. You're on the Sprawl. You're not on the Ishimura. You're not on a ship that had things go to hell. You're on a space station where things are currently going to hell.
Now, this is not to say that he does not have people speaking in his head, because he very much affected by the events in the first Dead Space game. He's a little traumatized, and that kind of plays out through hallucinations that you see in the game. It's really interesting playing through a game where you can't always trust what your player character is seeing.
Mm-hmm.
But does take place on the Sprawl, the space station thing. And that is significant because, much in the first game, the Ishimura was a character in that game. But, it being a single ship, all the environments felt pretty similar to each other, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Sprawl is different because people, civilians, everyone lives on the Sprawl. And there's an Arcade Fire song called The Sprawl that I always think about when talking about this game. And
I'm going to sing it for you now. No.
No. All right. Keeping my ADD in check. So the Sprawl, people live here. There are much more varied environments this time around, which is cool. There are, you might go through a little like food court mall area and a daycare and school, things like that. And it's interesting because the juxtaposition from the location that you're in. So when you're in a daycare and horrible shit is going down, it is very unnerving, and they do an incredible job of just making you feel uneasy a lot of the times, rather than just always going for the cheap jump scares, which there are some of. Every scary thing has cheap jump scares. It's but the general unease that created in these atmospheres or locations and through the atmosphere is really unique and cool. And God, this game is terrifying.
So it's gorgeous.
It is. You can see right here. I mean, the fact that the lighting in the room changes with this TV screen, it creates this flickering.
Yeah.
Everything is like a little broken in the Sprawl, which is, makes things.
The situation is actually that you kind of you're on the Sprawl and then things go wrong instead of things went wrong on the Sprawl and then you show up after the fact. So
exactly.
You'll actually encounter real people that are running away from the necromorphs.
Yeah. Right. And that is cool to see, kind of this necromorph outbreak happening before your eyes, rather than just witnessing the aftermath of one, which is in the first game.
Now, how is the story? Because I know there's a big emphasis on the Church of Unitology.
Right. The story is good. I don't want to go into it too much
without being spoilerific.
It's your basic things are bad, we should get out of here storyline. We should leave this place.
But Isaac's also personally dealing with mental issues of his own.
Right. Yes. You should have played Dead Space by now. But someone close to Isaac dies in Dead Space, and he's kind of dealing with that through this game. And so, there's the greater story of him and, his little band of people trying to get off of the Sprawl. And then there's the more personal story within Isaac of him trying to, this tragedy that happened at the end of the last game. So, that's cool. And they do that well.
So
also...
Go ahead.
What? Wait.
No, also...
Also, this doesn't really have anything to do with story, but the combat in this game, much more refined than the first one. It's not bad in the first one. This game doesn't make the first game defunct like a lot of sequels do.
Did they fix some of the weapons, like alternate fires, that didn't really do much?
Yeah. I think the biggest example of that is the pulse rifle, which in the first game did some weird thing where you would slam it down on the ground and then it would do like a 360 shot thing that was largely useless. So in this game, it has a grenade launcher in the bottom of it. Much more useful when dealing with necromorphs. So they fixed some of the weapons like that. They introduced new combat mechanics. Here you can see him picking up this spear with his telekinesis. So you can pick up things and shoot them at the necromorphs. If you kill a necromorph and it has like a pointy arm thing, you can then use telekinesis and rip the pointy arm off and shoot it at other necromorphs.
Do they have to be dead before you do that, or is that like a finishing move?
They do have to be dead before you do that. And sometimes they stick to walls.
Nice.
There's an achievement for like shooting so impaling a necromorph with telekinesis and launching them 17 meters and having them stick to a surface.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, and they do a really good job of introducing you to the ways that you can use telekinesis like that. Becomes much more important in combat. Mm-hmm. It's nice to have an alternative to just using ammo to kill things, because sometimes ammo can be scarce.
Right. I've got a question.
Yes.
The single player sounds awesome.
Yes.
But there's also multiplayer in this game. Can you give us a brief overview of what is going on? Like, is it worth playing the multiplayer? Like, what are you getting this game for? Are you getting it for single player or are you getting it for multiplayer?
You're getting it for single player. Hands down. That being said, the multiplayer is fun. It's difficult because there's so many games that put a really strong emphasis on multiplayer, just off top recent games, Halo Reach and Black Ops. Mm-hmm. And those have such a huge following, and it's like, I don't know. But okay, so break it down. Let me break it down for you, Mr. Bogdan. So the multiplayer has one mode, and that is a 4v4 team-based thing. One team plays a group of engineers, and they're trying to accomplish things like go through and destroy markers, or we need to get this component and bring it back to here.
So it's objective-based gameplay.
It is objective-based gameplay. And as you level up, it goes up to like level 60. I played for like 5 hours and got to like level 12 or 13. And as you level up, you might you've reached level 10. Congratulations! You now do more damage when playing as the pack class, necromorph.
Got it.
You upgrade how many stasis modules you have, so or how many health packs you start with. So things like that. It's fun. It's rewarding. The carrot on the stick is a good distance away, so you always have a little more incentive to keep playing.
Cool.
Like I said, I don't think it's going to take anyone away from the other big multiplayer offerings.
Now, having the beasts play the I don't know, Space Marine-esque character kind of thing is kind of similar to like what Left 4 Dead did with its multiplayer, where you can play.
Right.
Exact. So how does it compare controlling the necromorphs versus controlling people?
Necromorphs can jump on the walls. Some of them can. You have necromorphs that can do projectile attacks, long-range projectiles, short-range, and they're very frail, so you can't take many hits as them, which is not dissimilar to Left 4 Dead's versus mode, because the zombies can't take a lot of hits in that either.
Right.
So that's kind of generally how it's set up. Sometimes it can be pretty unfair using stasis as an engineer, because you see someone rushing at you and you just stasis them and then shoot the hell out of them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a competent multiplayer. Good multiplayer, fantastic single player. Lots of incentives with New Game Plus to keep playing through and keep leveling up your weapons. I played through it twice. I look forward to playing through it more.
Awesome.
Great game. Great game.
Fantastic review, Alex. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching Crunch Time, everybody. If you want to find more episodes of the show, you can do so at crunchtimeshow.com. My name is Jack Bogdan.
My name's Alex Grinling.
And we'll talk to you soon.